Yeah, I remember one thing that when we were walking your property and you had this like beautiful metal gate and like I'm curious about your like the access, like allowing people to use your land who are not staying on the property cuz especially up north, there's snowmobile trails, ATV trails, and you kind of had like this good policy around it. And I'm curious your perspective on it, on like sharing and creating public land essentially.
Yeah. Um, well, going back to the stewardship ethos, it's not my land. I feel very strongly about that. I might have a deed, but it's none of our land,
Mm,
right? So we have the opportunity to steward a piece of land. And for me, that means sharing. And so there's been so much historical use uh, for a lot of land in Maine, whether it's hunting or trails or this, that, or the other. And when I bought my property, the guy who now works for me was one of the first guys I met. And he looked me right in the eye. And the first thing he said was, "You're going to close the ATV trail?" And I said, "Well, unless someone gives me a reason to close it, no." So I think it's really important to because all of those trails and all of that stuff supports the Maine outdoor recreation business model.
mhm.
And so if you're the guy that comes to town, starts shutting this down, closing that off, putting posted signs up, that's not going to help the local economy. Now, again, it's all about wise and good and prudent and responsible use. And if people don't do that, guess what?
Mhm.
Stuff gets shut down. So I've always been of the mindset, open access, during hunting season, people wear orange and we'll put safety zones around any of the structures that we have and stuff. But again, it's just really about sharing what I have the opportunity, what we have the opportunity to steward.
Well, and you had made this nice sign that was like pretty educational too and like real. Like it was just like if as you're reading it, you're kind of like, "Oh, whoever wrote this is pretty cool." But I feel like that's really helpful. Like you're like, I'm just gonna be straightforward. Like this is my property. Be respectful, so then we can keep this open. Don't be a jerk.
Yeah, I kind of more or
Yeah.
less said that.
Yeah.
I
Screw it
was
up.
like, this sign's up here. This will be open until it's not.
Yes,
And if it's
exactly.
not, it's because someone didn't read this sign or didn't pay attention. So yeah, I mean, I've tried to work with the local folks that have been using the land.
Yeah, and it seems like I mean, even just that gate I was talking about, like that was so beautifully made, and it was like, yeah, I just hired somebody like from this local region
Yep.
to do it. So it's like you're kind of popping up these locations, but you're also like leaning into like the local economy and the people, like the community that already exists there, and you're like immersing yourself into that because you don't have like roots in those areas,
Right.
so you're just like creating the roots essentially.
My son noted that early on when I first that gate. Hired a local guy. Didn't even know the guy that was going to make the gate, but was working with someone locally on the club.
Yep.
And he said, "Oh yeah, I know. Raymond can build you a gate. He does great work." I'm like, "Awesome." And what's his name? Raymond. I don't know. To write out the check. And I gave him a blank check. I was like, "Fill it in. Let me know." We went to the car. My son is like, "Oh my gosh, Dad, what did you just gave that guy a blank check? How can you trust him?" I said, "How do I know not to trust him?" That's how you build rapport. You give people like you're open, you're trustworthy,
Mhm.
and it's just served me well in the small areas that I've worked in. And there's some fantastic people. We may not like think the same, dress the same, talk the same, have the same whatever views, but they're just hardworking people that take pride in what they do. The
Mhm.
guy that built the gate, he'd build me another gate tomorrow. He did fantastic work. There's
Mhm.
other people that had mentioned that, took pride in it. And again, same goes for contractors, excavators, all those kind of people. I just hired a guy or about to hire a guy to shingle a cabin down east who I got contacted from another person I hired. So,
You got a
and you
good network.
pay your bills on time, respect people, and it's all easy.
Yeah.